Hello everyone, hello future me. Today is December the 28th and it's 7:16 p.m. I am currently in a trade on GMT. For a quick recap, GMT decided to pump from Thursday until Saturday morning. This entire move, I missed it. I saw it in the morning around this position here. And after a quick analysis of something like this, where every time the 5-minute touched the RSI or broke below it, we had some sort of a, well, this did not count, but that's where I also put it. Also here, we'll have some sort of relatively quick bounce. So there was a quick bounce here of roughly 5%, another here of 1.6%, another here of 2%. So every time I saw this, I was like, okay, we're gonna have some sort of bounce. But my impatience, coupled with the fact that I missed the entire move, made me want to enter, which I did, which for the past 6 hours or so, I was in a terrible state of mind. For the reason that I basically shorted the exact bottom, and I'm currently still in the trade here. So I shorted here and I added twice to the trade. I took a quick profit here, just in case that if it decides to reverse. I closed 15 to 20% of my position around this position here, 1808. For this entire duration, the moment I entered, I saw that, we can see the next two candles that it just instantly decided to explode up, and I got pretty pissed off at the fact that I'm about to get stopped out. My original stop loss was something like this. Because I was in maybe 80% of my original position, usually I put a stop loss of 1%, so it would have been here if I had the same size as normal. I decided to put it here. Then I decided, you know what, I don't want to lose money, so I'm going to increase it to here. This was really annoying, this emotional roller coaster. Okay, it's finally going to dump, psych. It's finally going to dump, psych. It's finally going to dump. And I saw this slow price action down, and I had hope that it would break. But also at the same time, I saw that the funding fee, if we can look at Binance instead, the funding fee is extremely negative. And when I saw that around 4, I was like, okay, maybe we have to wait until 6 to 7 until the new day opens to see some volatility. And it did. However, it went in the wrong way. That's not what I wanted to see, so it kept exploding up. This price action here on the 5 baited me into thinking, okay, we're forming 1, 2, 3, 4 wicks in a row, so I expect some sort of dump back down. It happened, but it was extremely bought back up. And when I saw this candle, I was like, wow, do I long this? We're 30 minutes away, 25 minutes away from market open for a new day. Do I long it? Then the next candle happened, and this stop loss, by the way, when this thing started to pump, I increased it to here. When this candle closed, I was like, nope, I don't want to lose money. So I increased it to 4%. And then I saw this candle again, and I was like, oh my god. And it's kept pumping. If I look back on the 1 minute, it just kept going up extremely fast. So I decided to increase my stop loss again to here. So I'm making one mistake here for increasing my stop loss. Second mistake here. Third mistake here. Fourth mistake here of increasing my stop loss instead of taking the loss. So if buyers decided to liquidate the shorts on these levels here, I don't know why I put it so big, on these levels here, basically doing this, I would have probably gotten stopped out. And if this happened like this it's doing now, I would have been an emotional wreck, because not only did I lose, how much was it, 5R, 5 to 6R, and then it dumped, it would have been an emotional wreck. So error 1, no patience. if I just waited one more hour, I would have entered roughly around this position here, and it would have been a relatively safe bet. I could have handled the pressure. Oh, but it was, looking back at it, it's such a wrong thing to do, to just increase the stop loss. I should have just left it here, let it run, see this price action, and just re-enter here and conserve my emotional energy, trade better, look for other positions. But especially on this pile of shit of ZoomX where there's barely any volume, it doesn't look, you can't see much here, but if I look it on TradingView, there's barely anything. This is just like, what is this? So I had to contend with this pile of trash for such a long time until it finally decided to go the right way. So even now there's barely any volume. It's like I'm trading a shitcoin stock, which it is a shitcoin, but the volume on Binance is 1.7 billion and on ZoomX it's only 15 million, so that's why there's no liquidity here, which is why I'm using the Binance chart and the Bybit chart to chart. So once this decided to go down, finally it decided to go down, I moved my stop loss. I slowly incrementally moved my stop loss. Originally, once it reached this area, I'd move my stop loss here. It was originally here. Well, actually, let me scratch that. Once it started to go down, the stop loss was somewhere around here. I moved it here. Then it kept going. I moved it here. Then around, once it broke this area, I moved it back to here. And once we were in this sort of range area, once we broke this one again, especially on market open, I decided to move it here, just above this resistance point. And once we broke it, I currently am holding just below my my entry. I decided to take a quick let me just cancel all my drawings. I decided to exit relatively quickly, at least some position size. I wanted to do 25%, but that was a bit too big because of this daily level. If we look at the daily here, it's not a bad position, especially from the old Wild West, which is this one right here. However, if we look on the 1 hour or 4 hours, if we look here, this candle just wants to be eaten up. It's liquidity that it's currently having. The vortex candle, this one as well. So we can keep going. This one, this can I drop please? This one, this one, this one. It just keeps adding to it. So if I do my liquidity, let's put the magnet on the 1 hour liquidity. We have this one, we have this one. We can just keep going, like this one, this one. So once I saw that we were breaking, especially this daily, I'm targeting lower, especially this order, this small order block. I'm going to take most of my profit. More so of the fact that we're going to hit the 618 around that position. I expect some sort of bounce, so something of the sort, maybe something, anything that has a quick bounce up. I don't know if we're going to come back to here or to here, but I'm expecting some reaction here. If there's no reaction, I'm only closing, if I'm looking at my complete order here, every single one of these green lines is 10%, so I'm only closing 40% of my position. I already closed 15%, let's say. And I'm gonna let the rest run, which will be maybe 50% of my original position, hoping that these liquidities here will get taken. I don't have much hope for that, so I'll incrementally move my stop loss lower and lower and lower. For now, everything is looking good. This entire price action here around this position area, especially since we had a fake out to the top side and now we broke through below, looks extremely bearish. The 5 minute is destroyed. I expect continuation, some sort of consolidation to keep going down. but I'm extremely bearish because of the fact that this 15-minute MACD curled up since the moment I entered, which is hilarious, until market close. So I expect continuation of the downside, and if we have the 1 hour back to it, I don't think this will happen. It's the most extreme move to happen. An ABC correction, which will bring it to somewhere around the 1450, which would make it valid. I remember another coin that I was looking at, which was Slurf. If we look on the 4 hour, a relatively same pattern where we had a huge explosion in a couple of 2-3 days, and then it finally went up, exploded up actually, and we had a correction to the 618, and then we had a pump back up. So I'm expecting some sort of a reaction, not this explosive, but you never know, especially to this order block here. But it's not the same price action because this does not exist on this here does not exist on GMT. So if I just put it on my trading list, put it back up. So does it look the same? Somewhat. If I just take a sort of screenshot of this and I compare it side to side, does this look the same? Again, this does not exist here, so I'm expecting this to get taken, which would be this here. And once that gets taken, then we'll see what happens. Maybe some sort of consolidation area, but I completely want most of my position to get closed around this block. Also here, and then I'll keep increasing, not increasing, but I'll put more take profit areas of 5%, 2%, 1%, just to make sure I'm taking my profit just in the scenario that we have a green dildo candle that destroys my butt and my position. So I'm going to let this run. I'll be back once if I have an update or if anything different, or if I make the right decision, a mistake, hopefully not, but everything looks good for now. It's extremely dying, so which is good. On a side note, I was looking at STEM as a sort of an example that I can use on market open, because if we look at STEM as well, or Steam, yeah, Steam, the funding rate on this was minus 2.5 or something of the sort, and I know of this because of experience. Every time that funding rate is so high, 1 hour before market close, it decides to pump, and it did. And I was looking to enter along, but I was also comparing the price action of this to GMT on around this area here, which was happening. This looks extremely bearish compared to Steam, and I wanted to enter along, just to enter a quick long around here, 840, but I knew that once I enter right before the market close, I would expect a sort of extreme volatility move, and I decided not to enter, which was the right decision. So yeah, side note for future me, FTM decided to do this gigantic dump move, and I stopped looking at it. Well, I kept looking for a bounce, for a long entry, some sort of this reaction, and to enter here, enter around this position. It's not happening because FTM is rebranding to Sonic, so I guess people decided to just dump their entire coins out of fear of, or maybe they're right to be fearful, I don't know. But for now, FTM is probably on my dead list until middle of January. If it decides to act normally, let's say I don't care if it's rebranding to Sonic, I mean, it's been 2 days since they broke the 50%. I'm expecting some sort of consolidation around here. Maybe bullish divergence, something like this here, and then we pump back up. We'll see for now. I'll see you guys back once I have an update. I'm really hoping it reaches this. I'm really hoping. I'll probably increase my stop loss actually right now, just in case. So if I measure the move, I'm gonna bag myself my 1R and my, yeah, just the rest of it to 1R. Is that it? Yeah, it's good. So I'll see you guys in a bit. So I'm back. It seems that I'm looking at the 1 minute because the 1 minute gives me more information on the volatility. It looks like it wants to keep pushing higher, especially with this bullish price action that we're having, especially on the 1 minute bullish divergence. It was extremely oversold. Wow, I can't even speak. Extremely oversold on the 5. So I was expecting some sort of consolidation like this, but not something as bullish as this. These two candles look really good to me. If we look on the 15, which we just opened, these two candles look good as well, especially these wicks here. If I look on the 1 hour, it looks completely dead, but you never know. Sometimes these are just fake outs to the downside as well, and we have just a completely green candle like this. So I'm just currently looking. Most likely than not, if it keeps going higher and does something like this, I will probably close another big chunk of my position. I don't want to give up profits, especially after all this emotional roller coaster. So I essentially just don't want to give it up. Sort of the cost basis, it cost me a lot in terms of emotions. I don't want to have nothing in return. Maybe it's the wrong way to look at this trade. I'll come back in the future and listen to myself, but even if it does this, right? Even if it does something like this and I close around here, I'm good, dude. I'm done. I can just leave maybe 25% of my position to just let it run. I'm currently looking at also some other coins. I was looking at STEM for reference. This is completely, I mean, it completely crashed by 15%. It's currently consolidating as well. It's less bullish than GMT. So yeah, I'm expecting good stuff from this. I'm also looking at Popcat on the same time. At the same time, it broke this trend line. We have a double bottom with bullish divergence on the 1 hour, 2 hour as well, probably 4 hour as well. Correct. So I'm suspecting at some point this will be broken and we will just extremely explode to here or here. So I really want to catch that, so I'm just going to put an alert when it will happen. Either this breaks and this is a complete shit show, or we will extremely destroy. Dude, I don't know what's happening. I can't even speak. We will destroy these buyers here. It just looks dead to me. On the 4 hour, just looks dead. 12 hours as well, daily as well. This daily wick here at the top is so bad. Brings me memories of 20 in March, like these two wicks, this wick, oh, this one with the bearish candlestick formation, but this is the best one that I could find right here of this current year, or last year in December. I'll count it. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, this one is a pretty bullish candle. We'll count it as 5 candles in a row that were down. If we look at the previous year, let's see, I remember, yeah, exactly right here, but this was let's just say we count it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah, 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 and then it's a huge consolidation. So we have 5 candles. Here, it's a pretty good example. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 candles in a row, and we filled this order block here. So long story short, daily looks dead, and we'll keep going to the downside. The best thing to happen would be if we come here and we don't break this low, to have some sort of 1 bottom, 2 bottom, and a 3rd bottom. But I don't really care about the long side of things. I'm just looking at, I'll remove this because I know where I closed, 20% of my position. I just want like, I'm a bit emotionally drained, so I don't want to see bullish price action form or any sort of bullishness, even on the 1 minute, because I'm extremely kind of done with this trade. Like, I'm just praying I see just constant downside. I was also looking at the 9 EMA as a sort of resistance, and on the 15th, 30 as well. The 30 only managed to close once and it was completely rejected, so this should be currently where the resistance is. Let's zoom in a bit. I'm just praying it doesn't do that, because this will be really hard on the emotions. I'm just praying for a follow through. For now everything is good. If I look on the weekly, this is still bullish, so if everything is okay, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I hope we have something like this and we just keep going, just like exactly this price action here. Yeah, so this is still bearish on the 2 minute and the 1 minute, because once this does something like this, we will keep going. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit. This low will probably get tested again by the looks of things with this double top here, but it's 2 minutes, so who cares? I'm just looking more at the awesome oscillator on the MACD. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Everything looks good. I just hope we don't go around this position here. I really don't want to see it, so I'll do something like this and come back. See you guys in a bit. Okay, so I'm back. We have a quick pump on the 1 minute. The 3 minute looks extremely good. 5 minutes as well. I'm a bit worried that I'm gonna give up all my profits, so I'm extremely, like, I'm ready to press confirm and just end the trades. It's a shame that we did not hit the 618. I suspect we will hit it, but I don't know when, and I'm just a bit worried that some giga whale decided to say no, I'm gonna destroy the shorts first. So my stop loss is set around here, but I don't want it to hit it because I'm not going to make as much, so I'm just looking to market close this. The volume here looks good. The volume looks good here. I don't know, I just think that there's a possibility, not likely, but there's a possibility of something like this happening, and if this happens, I'd rather be taken out here and re-enter a short like this. And if we take a 50%, 0.5%, something extremely small, stop loss super tight, and just let it run, that can definitely happen. But looking at the other Shite coins like STEM, or generally the entire market, everything is down. I just don't know if this will stick. I'm inclined to move my stop loss just above here and completely let it run. And if I do that, we take almost a 2-hour trade. But it's a shame because we gave up a 5R. Yeah, because now usually, yeah, it doesn't matter what the stop loss is right now, but we give up a 5R to 5%. Should have been really, really nice, but I was targeting this, and also I was putting my ladder take profits and just never came. I'm so weirded out by this as to why this decided to happen. I understand the 5 was oversold, and we're going and we touched the 59 EMA. I guess we can have a quick pump like the rest of them, but this is 3% and it's kind of sticking. So, I mean, this could happen, this could happen, and now I don't want it to happen. I'll give it another. Yeah, it looks really bad. It looks really, really bad. I'm ready to close this. Just being ready. I really hope the next 5 minutes is bearish. Really, really hope the next 5 minutes is bearish. Really hope about that. I don't know what the best case scenario here is, because since once we break this 5 minute and we stick to it, then this will keep going like this, and then let's say it dumps like back down or whatever it happens to the 5 EMA, usually that becomes support now. So hopefully we don't have some sort of consolidation like this. Hopefully it's just a bullshit fake out with these buyers that wanted to add more to their shorts. If we look at Binance, the funding fee is slowly going down. Was relatively high before. If you look, where's the funding fee? It's relatively high for a long time, so now it's dumping down back down. So I guess we're slowly ending the the bearishness. Yeah, 1 hour is starting to look good. Oops. We still have 25 minutes left of the candle, but it looks pretty good. If we look at the 30-minute, it's not that bad. I would not long this in any case scenario because it's out of my trading plan, but it's not that bad. So I forgot to look at the 200 moving average. Yeah, we broke through the 4, but it's not much. 6 hour. Can we hit the daily? So low. Yeah, I have high hopes, but we'll see. I'll be back. Either I get stopped, I manually close it above these ranges, or we keep going. But for now, I think I'm just gonna move my stop extremely tight and something like this. 820. I'm booking a, but especially with the other take profit that I did here on the buy, then I'm booking a 2R profit easily here. So I'll leave it at that and see what happens once I'm back. So just a quick update. Price is holding this support here that was created on the 5. If we look on the 15, there's a third wick that was formed here and a fourth wick. There's 13 minutes to the next candle. However, it's starting to form some sort of base around these two imaginary lines that I just placed. So I'm getting slightly concerned that if this 15 does not break on this candle or the next one, I think we're gonna have some sort of bounce that will bring us back to this high and take us out, because my stop loss is currently here, or it will go even higher. So I'm still a bit worried. Everything is looking okay. I just wish it's going a bit more bearish at the moment. It just doesn't want to. If we look at the 5 minutes, starting to form good big boy bullish divergence, not bearish. So yeah, once the RSI keeps climbing higher and higher, I just hope it doesn't do something like this and the price just doesn't want to dump once it does this. How do I explain this even better? I don't want the price or the RSI to keep grinding higher and the price just to not do anything, and then once it dumps, it doesn't do anything on the downside. It just still holds this. So the longer it goes, something similar to here, where the RSI just kept going higher and higher and higher, but the best example would be here. Just goes higher and higher and higher and nothing happens, and then all of a sudden it explodes up. So that's what I'm concerned about. The 1 hour decided to form nothing. It still looks really good. The 9 EMA is really far off of here, off of 3.4%. So hopefully it does something like this and just keeps going lower and we never get our stop loss taken. But it's looking good for now. I'm just a bit worried when I saw the 1 minute. This one right here. I just don't like these sort of explosive 1 minute candles, just like this one or like this one, because it's eerily similar to here. It gives some sort of vibe of, if I can just remove this for now, of bullishness, where these candles form huge explosive, huge explosive, huge explosive, huge explosive, huge explosive. We can see multiple ones in a row. So I'm a bit worried for these because it shows bullishness on the 1 minute. So I'm like, at the moment, there's a 40% chance our stop loss gets taken. So it's a 50-50 chance at the moment. Do we take a 3R right here, a 3R, or do we just get stopped for 2R? It's a difficult choice because I refuse to accept that we cannot get to the 618. I just cannot comprehend how we do not get to the 618. How are we never going to get to the 618, dude? The 618 is at 17 cents. If I take it from here, it's at 17.17. If I decide to randomly take it from here, then we hit it already. But this just doesn't make sense because there's no... This makes absolute sense here. So I'm just expecting the 618 will be hit. Just sick and tired of this piece of shit not wanting to go down. Yeah. This was a short that I wanted to take earlier, but I'm already in that short, so I'm not going to take it. Which would have worked out pretty fine if we targeted the 1R, which we usually do. But we did not take it. So I'm just waiting for this, for a miracle, for the 618 to get taken, to get hit at least. Give me something, please! Yeah. This 1 minute candle is giving me hope, but we'll see. I'll see you guys in a bit. We're currently a couple of hours later. It's 12:08 a.m. By the looks of it, we're just been consolidating sideways. Still hoping that this support on the 15 breaks the next couple of hours. We're starting to have bullish divergence on the 15, especially on the Awesome Oscillator and the MACD. In terms of the 1 hour, we're getting closer and closer to a reversal or any sort of a quick relief rally like this. 5 minutes, nothing is happening. It's just trading in a range. So that should be it for today. I'm still not closing. The funding rate is still Still really high on Binance. It's decreasing pretty rapidly. In terms of this bad boy here, it's actually going lower, but we're still okay. So people are closing their shorts. I'm still hoping to hit that maybe tonight. That's what she said, or he said. But we'll see. I'll give an update later tomorrow morning. Probably something will happen between now and 6 a.m. So we'll see, either 2R or more. But it's not been a really good day, to be honest. This mistake here was so disastrous because on the first hand, we're not even 1R yet. Like, this is the amount of hold that we had to do with this because we increased our stop loss was disastrous. I should have never done this. Ever, ever, ever. Even to get a 2R, which I like to have, would be to go below the 618. But anyways, I need to learn from these mistakes. So I'll see you guys soon. We'll see tomorrow what happened.